Aries. All persons born from March 21st to April 19th, inclusive, were born under the sign of Aries. This is the head of the fire triplicity, and is a most favorable sign to be born under. Your success in everything depends upon tremendous push, energy and systematic effort. You must be stubbornly persistent in carrying your projects to a successful end. Men and women of the Aries sign, when they do not fear opposition and are sincerely honest and earnest, become great leaders. The planetary and solar forces which surround you can be of greater help when you are kind, gentle, noble, generous, agreeable and affable. At such times you are very fascinating, charming and exceedingly magnetic and hypnotic. Any man or woman who has magnetism is a grand success in everything. Education, culture and lots of reading will make you a brilliant and charming conversationalist. Knowledge and wisdom are of great importance to you, and you can acquire the same without much difficulty. If you will set your mind with grim determination that you must have knowledge, powers and forces which are yours by birth will help you. We yogis positively know that the Devas angels will help all Aries people who have faith in themselves, and are hopeful, cheerful and courageous. There are no powers in the universe that can help in the slightest degree anyone who whines, murmurs, complains and broods over troubles or obstacles. There is a way out of every trouble, and the calm, quiet, patient being soon discovers that way and is helped by unseen powers. When the higher or spiritual side of the Aries nature is cultivated, it makes a wonderfully strong character, with extraordinary psychic powers for banishing all ill, sorrows and troubles. You can acquire clairvoyant powers when you can learn to diligently apply yourself to try to improve your mind and body by thought and study. It is very important that you think highly and live simply. Only do one thing at a time and learn to concentrate and apply your mind to that one thing alone and not scatter and throw away your force on a number of undertakings. Steady application is absolutely necessary in amassing wealth and having perfect health and happiness. It will be of advantage to you to study occult science and metaphysics. Many such works are published, and if you have a strong desire to know about these subjects you will find a way of laying your hands on the right works at the right time. Always remember you can make a grand success in anything you undertake if you so believe at the commencement of the undertaking and persistently hold to that thought until the end. Aries people of a true religious nature, who persistently and silently pray to God for help, light and direction, invariably have their prayers answered. And now a few words of caution about envy and jealousy. Often Aries people have envious and jealous thoughts, which retard their progress and dwarf their nature. To counteract this bad and injurious state of mind, learn to give forth thoughts of love and kindness to all your fellow beings, and especially learn to love your enemies and those who are more successful than you are. In love affairs you will be a dire failure if you are the least bit jealous. No one can really love or admire anyone tainted the least bit with jealousy. Love is always driven away by jealousy. Moreover, there can be no happiness where there is jealousy. In business matters, envy of others' success is disastrous to one's own success. It should delight you beyond all measure to see everyone succeed, and you should never gloat over the failure of anyone who is competing with you. A great man or woman is always above all envy or all jealousy. Selfishness, anger, intense greed and impatience can also block your way to success. You must always strive to be large and broad-minded, liberal, tolerant and not bigoted. These are the men and women of the world who succeed the broad-minded people. Now I tell you emphatically that any Aries person who will be guided by my advice, as given here, can without a question of doubt become perfectly healthy, vigorous and powerful, lovable and charming, and wealthy and happy. Associate all you can with good, wise, educated and successful people, and in conversation do little talking yourself, but a great deal of observation and thinking. This is a rule observed by all who desire to become wise and great. Life and its proper conduct is the greatest problem man has to solve, and we must silently and alone give much thought to it. When you have a very important matter to decide, take plenty of time in arriving at a decision. You should always be in a quiet and calm state of mind in settling important matters. Anger, haste and excitement have caused much failure, much sadness and much sorrow in this world. A happy marriage is a good thing for Aries people of both sexes, and in the selection of a life partner don't be in too great a hurry. If you are married, then continually study and plan to make your home a bright and happy one. If there is not harmony, peace and happiness in your home, the chances are that it is your fault, as Aries people often cause unhappiness by their anger, selfishness and jealousy. This sign is governed by Mars and Neptune. The gems are amethyst, Brazilian and diamond. The astral colors are white and rose pink. The diseases that you are most likely to suffer from are headache, affections of the eyes, stomach troubles and paralysis. Your best companions are those born in Sagittarius and your own sign. There are really two distinct types of Aries people. One type is tall, spare, with oval face, swarthy complexion and large shoulders. The other type is short of stature. May the peace and blessing of the Blessed One, and all the Devas, angels and all the yogis of the universe be ever with you, dear sister or brother of Aries. Bhakti Seva. Cusps. If your first breath was drawn when one sign was taking the place of another, you will partake of the characteristics of both signs. Hence you belong to the cusp. The residence in a sign consists of 6 days, any time less endows one with some of the qualities of the preceding sign. The cusp of Pisces Aries. March 21st to 27. This cusp is a union of the feet intellect head, which ensures remarkable brain power and capacity to carry business projects of all kinds to successful conclusions. They have remarkable enthusiasm and kindliness, which makes them charming friends and companions. Their loyalty is as steadfast as the day is long. They depend upon their intuition, which is remarkable, and their intuition never fails them. The women are unusually fond of men's society and enjoy having a large number of strings to their bow, and do not care to forfeit this pleasure for marriage. The men are more given to marriage than the women, but they have a way of calculating conditions and look before they leap. The genius of this cusp is absolute cleanliness, inside and out. They have warm hearts and cool passions, and are called the consolers of the world.